So like I said, taking you through all of those parts as you listen to, and you go back and listen to, you know, my Moody instrumental music version of Pound Cake here. Um, you can see that this becomes the big piece right here. This is the climactic piece where I add the strings, you know, I got the strings in there, but the horns, the dynamics of the horns come in there, what I'm doing with the horns in order to take you out. So this particular structure, introduction, you see that? So you got introduction, 16 bars, first verse. It goes right into the first verse. First verse, 32 bars. Why? Because it's a piano featured song and I wanted it that long. That's why. Then it goes into chorus. So this is the first time that you're actually hearing the chorus or what the chorus sounds like within the beat, the context of the beat. Then I go to another. That chorus is only 8 bars. So there's an 8-bar chorus. Then it goes back to a 32-bar verse. Okay. And then 8-bar chorus, 24-bar bridge, 16-bar climactic chorus, and a 16-bar groove outro. Okay? So that's for this particular song. That's for Pound Cake. Now, like I said, I don't do this all the time. And I can't recommend that. That's not one of those popular music formats. So, and you can see, I was trying to give you the bar count for each one of them so you can see just how various it is. It varies big time, you know, and that's just one of the things about the music that I make. Now I'm going to show you another track. This is going to be the last one, and I'm going to show you another track in a different format that I have here. And all I'm going to do is show you the structure on that one, so you can see what I'm talking about as far as the various structures. Now, when you actually want to do your whatever music that you're doing, whether it's hip hop, I say hip hop is simple. It's not hip hop is not a complex type of music. It's not supposed to be. It's supposed to be a simple type of music that you can really get into, really enjoy. So the genre really points out what your structure is going to be, how many bars each particular piece is going to be, the arrangement, all that time. When you get into arranging what you place in those structures, that's your arrangement, because you can musically put something together, but it just doesn't seem to fit at that point in time in the music. So that's another reason why sometimes my music goes a little longer, because it doesn't sound right when I'm doing a piano solo. It doesn't sound like it sounds abrupt to end it, after 16 bars. It just sounds abrupt. If I end it right here, that's not enough. I didn't express what I wanted to do musically, or I didn't express the story or whatever musically within that 16 bars. Now, of course, we're seeing that in hip hop. I mean, you look at like freestyles and all that type of stuff. The music is coming out today. They're pushing the bar counts and all that type of stuff as well, and the formats have changed, considerably since when I was talking about like Pete Rock and all those guys, Pete Rock, KG, DJ Premier, yeah, and those are the ones that were big for me, when I was coming up, when I was listening, and even listening, Dr. Dre. You go to the West Coast, you listen to Dr. Dre, listen to how he structured his music and the way the structures are, and you see that the style of the music, or even within the genre, there were certain tracks that didn't follow that, and you see how effective it was when they would change it. So that's what I'm getting at. It's based on you, but just understand that some genres, popular genres, have a certain set, a certain way, which makes them popular. If you want a 3-minute track, your structure is pretty much set, is pretty much limited. Think about it that way too. Time. See, I'm not limited by time, because I'm not trying to put my music out there for radio or radio format or anything like that. But if you're going for radio format, you got 3 minutes. So you think about it now, you got about 3 minutes to get across whatever it is you want to get across in your music for the radio. Now, for an album, it's different. That's why you had radio edits, not just for the cursing, but sometimes they had to take parts of the music out because it was so long, and in order to make it for radio. I have to do the same thing. If somebody wants to use a track and they'll call me, well, I want this for radio, and they want to cut pieces out, I'll cut it out, and I'll rearrange it for radio. Okay, so think about those types of things too. As far as time, you have a certain amount of time for a particular genre, a particular format, and where you're going to actually have the music play.